Hello and welcome to Toy and Stitches. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to work the zigzag blocks crochet stitch pattern. It is a nice and easy lace stitch pattern that only has a 2-row repeat. And if you know this stitch by a different name, I would love to hear what that is in the description. So go ahead, grab some yarn and a hook, and let's get started. To work the stitch pattern, we need to start with a chain that is a multiple of 12 plus 4. So I'm going to make a slip knot. You can do that any way you like. And I'm going to make a chain that's a multiple of 12 plus 4. So I'm going to chain 28 for my swatch. So you can go ahead and chain any number of stitches that's a multiple of 12 plus 4. And I'll meet you once I have my chain complete. So I have my chain complete and I have 28 chains. And now when I'm working this stitch pattern, I like to start with a row of single crochet. You don't have to do this, and if you're starting with a row of single crochet or you're jumping right into the stitch pattern, you'll make the same number of chains. So for me, I'm going to start with a row of single crochet. I'm going to skip this first chain and work a single crochet under the back loop of the next chain and in each chain all the way across. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and meet you at the end of the row. I've completed my row of single crochet, and now we're going to jump into our stitch pattern, and our stitch pattern has a 2-row repeat. So for row 1 of our repeat, we're going to chain 1. We're going to work 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So I've chained 1, I'm going to work a single crochet in my first stitch, insert into my stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, into the next stitch, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, and 1 more. So we have 3 single crochets. If you're not starting with a row of single crochet, your first step is going to be to skip your first chain and work a single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 chains. So that's 1 and 2, and now you have your first 3 single crochet. And from this point, you're going to follow along in pattern. The steps remain the same. When I say chain 3, skip 3 stitches, you're going to chain 3 and just skip 3 chains because you don't have the single crochet stitches. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to skip the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and in the following stitch, we're going to work a double crochet. So yarn over, insert into that next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we're going to work 2 more double crochets. So 1, 2, so yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and 1 more, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we have 3 double crochets. Our next step is to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip the next 3 stitches and work 3 single crochets. So we've skipped 3 stitches and now we're going to work 3 single crochets. That's 1, 2, and 3. And now our next step, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3 stitches and work 3 double crochets. And that is the repeat across the row. 3 single crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, and repeat. So I've worked my 3 double crochets. Now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3 stitches. I have 3 stitches left, and now I will work 3 single crochets to finish off this row. And that completes row 1 of our repeat. So as you can see, we started with 3 single crochets, chain 3, skip 3 stitches, work 3 double crochets, chain 3, skip 3, 3 single crochets, and repeated that across the row. And now we're going to start row 2 of our repeat. So we're going to turn our work, and we're going to start this row with 3 double crochets. Now when I'm working rows of double crochets at the beginning of my row, I don't use a turning chain, I use a stacked single crochet. However, if you like to use turning chains, you can chain 2, work a double crochet, you can chain 1, work a double crochet, or you can chain 3 and skip this first stitch. So I'm going to start my row like I normally would and work a stacked single crochet. So without chaining, I insert into my first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on my hook. Now I insert under the 2 loops on the side of that stitch that I made, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And now I'm going to work a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So that's 1 and 2. And now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip over this chain 3 and work 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So I have 3 double crochets. I will work 3 single crochets across these 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and work 3 double crochets in the tops of each of these 3 single crochets from the previous row. So I've chained 3, now I will yarn over, work a double crochet in the top of this stitch, and a double crochet in the next stitch, and a double crochet in the third stitch. And that's how you would work across the row. You would chain 3, and if you have double crochets from the previous row, you're going to work single crochets in the top of each of the stitches, chain 3. When you get to single crochets, you will work double crochets in the top of the single crochets from the previous row. So now I'm going to chain 3. I have 3 double crochets from the previous row. I'm going to work a single crochet in each of these 3 stitches. Now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to work 3 double crochets to finish off my row. 1, 2, and 3. So that is row 2 of our repeat. So those are the 2 rows you would complete for the duration of your project. I'm going to run through that with you once more. So I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to work 3 single crochets to start this row. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now I will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I will work 3 double crochets in the top of my next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now I will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I will work 3 single crochets in the top of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. Chain 3, and I will finish off this row with 3 single crochets. And our rows always begin and end with the same stitches. So I started this row with single crochets, so I will always end the row with single crochets. I'm going to turn my work. Our next row will start with double crochets. So I'm going to work a stacked single crochet in my first stitch, but you can start your row of double crochet any way you would normally start a row that you're working with double crochet. I'm going to work 2 more double crochets, chain 3, 3 single crochets in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, chain 3, single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, chain 3, and finishing off my row with 3 double crochets. And that is it. It's a very simple open stitch pattern, so it's perfect for light sweaters, cardigans, and summer pieces. I'm going to work a couple more rows, and then I'm going to show you how to finish off if you started with a row of single crochet. I've worked a couple more rows, and now I'm going to finish off with a row of single crochet. So I'm going to turn my work, and I will chain 1, and now I'm going to work 1 single crochet for each stitch and chain. So I'm going to, into my first stitch, work a single crochet, next stitch a single crochet, next one a single crochet, and now I'm at my chain 3. So I'm going to work 1 single crochet for each chain, and I'm just going to work that around the chain. So I'm just going to insert into the chain space and work 1, 2, 3 single crochets. Now I have 3 stitches, 1 single crochet in each of the next stitches, now I'm up to another chain 3 space. I'm going to be working 3 single crochets into that space, 2 and 3, 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, and that's how I would work a row of single crochet to finish off once I have completed my project. You don't have to do this, but I just like, if I start with single crochet, I like to finish off so everything looks nice and uniform. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off this row, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. I've completed my row of single crochet. Now I'm just going to cut my yarn and fasten off. And that is how you work the zigzag blocks crochet stitch. Now this is a stitch that would really benefit from either steam blocking or wet blocking, depending on the fiber you're using, because it'll really help to straighten everything out, because the edges are going to curl in ever so slightly. And if you are using single crochets to start your rows and finish off, it's going to be a little bit wavy. So you just want to give it a nice steam block so it opens everything up so it looks nice, finished, and pretty. But yeah, that's how you work this stitch pattern. It is very simple, very quick, and an easy way to get into sort of lacy mesh stitches without having to have a complicated multi-row repeat. So if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, take care and bye for now.